Hello, this is Hope, and I had a dream early this morning that I'd like to share with you. Again, please bear with me as I try to do my own computer pictures. I woke up about 4:15 and then I went back to sleep knowing that this was really one of the best times for me to have a dream. That way I remember them when I wake up. And sure enough, God gave me one. In my dream, my husband and I were outside at night. I looked up and directly overhead was the moon. It was under some clouds, but it was shining. And it looked kind of like this. I mean, you couldn't see the absolute moon, but it was round, it was there, you knew what it was. Suddenly, the moon rolled across the top of the sky. I looked to see if my husband had seen it, and he had. As we looked back up, suddenly there was a large piece of the moon hurtling towards us. It looked like those asteroids in movies that are rushing towards the Earth, only we were on the Earth and we were watching it overhead. I saw the moon behind the piece of moon, so I could tell that it was just a little bit of the moon coming towards us. Maybe it was an asteroid, but from what I understood, it was that. So this is how, and I understand this is not the moon, but this is just a depiction of the sizes of things. Like we would be over here on Earth, which you'll see that in a second. And then this is the piece that came off of the moon, and of course this would be the moon, and somewhere off the moon was the piece that was fractured. The other, then I wanted to show you the next picture. So this is the Earth's view. So we would be down here with this piece coming towards us straight from above. It grew very large very fast, so we ran into the house to watch to see if it was on the news, and I also wanted to get a hold of our daughter. I was texting her, but she answered her phone in error. Instead of texting it, she answered her phone. I think she just clicked the button in my dream. As my husband turned on the television, there was nothing on the news about the moon. On the phone, I could hear my daughter answering questions from a game show that she was watching, so she did not know I was calling her. She was just watching TV, and I just happened to hear her. I was yelling at her, but she didn't hear me. I had no idea how long it would take for this piece of moon to hit us. And that was the end of my dream. Now, I've had an earlier dream of the moon being in pieces, and you can read it. I'll put a link in the description box. It's called My Moon Dream, and I put it on my website from February 7th of this year. In essence, I was driving during the day, and the moon was out like it is at times, looking totally normal. I looked again, and something looked funny on the top left of the moon. I stopped the car and got out to record it on my iPad. This is still in my dream. What I saw was that there were pieces of the moon. Something had hit it. I have drawn this picture and put it on my website, but today, as I was looking for pictures of the second dream, I found a much better picture. I mean, it's as if the person read my dream. It's incredible. I don't know what the heck that is, but that was not part of it. Okay. Now, I recall reading other dreams on, I think, websites like Five Doves, where they see moon in pieces, and others have had these types of dreams where something's crashing into the moon. I also recall reading the dreams of a little boy who said Nibiru would push something into the moon. As I was researching this today, I came across a NASA website. This is an excerpt, and I will also put that link in either the description box or in the transcript. Quote, "For the past 8 years, NASA astronomers have been monitoring the moon for signs of explosions caused by meteorites hitting the lunar surface. Lunar meteor showers have turned out to be more common than anyone expected, with hundreds of detectable impacts occurring every year." End of quote. And this was based on a March 2013 explosion on the moon. You might recall reading about it, where if you happen to look from Earth onto the moon at the exact right time, you would have actually seen a little tiny white explosion. That's amazing to me. So NASA can see small impacts right now and are even monitoring them. But soon we'll all see something happen to the moon. We need to be on the alert for that and always look up, because whatever happens, it's not going to be on the dark side of the moon. It'll be where the entire world will sit up and take notice. Thank you.